Hello, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome in. Hope everybody's doing great. Great to see people in the chat already.
It's good to see you guys. We are just it's late and we're already acting silly. It's great to see you guys tonight. It's always good to see you in the chat. How's our sound okay?
Yeah, let us know. We're not usually on the screen together.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
so
Yeah.
always helpful to have a sound check. So
Yeah,
let us know in the chat.
Don't have our earbuds in tonight,
Yeah.
so since we're together. But great to see everybody. Let me back up a little bit. And Mandy, I love Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party 2, and we are going to talk some about that tonight.
Yeah.
We finally got our halfway to Halloween, some of our halfway to Halloween announcements from Disney. They're usually a little bit earlier in the year.
Dean says, look and sound great. Well, thank you.
Okay,
thank you, Dean.
Thank you, Dean. I appreciate it. So Mandy and Katie, so good to see you. Let's see, Pam Spam, boo to you. There's our Halloween baby, Pam in the chat. Welcome in. And one of our members and ghost host.
Yeah.
So it's just great to see everybody. Mike Wheeler is coming over from Dean the Turkey Legster. Dean actually, if you were not able to catch his show live, he celebrated 3 years on YouTube tonight, which those YouTube milestones, y'all, are just, you have to celebrate on every view, every milestone is just worth celebrating because they, it's just, YouTubers, when you start a channel and it kind of gets into your blood, you put a lot of work into it. And it's just wonderful to see those milestones come up, to know that, hey, somebody's watching, somebody's listening.
Yeah.
And so as YouTubers, we're really appreciative, of ghost watchers, our mods. Go over and check out Dane's channel, because he did celebrate 3 years on YouTube. And congratulations, Dane. He was our guest last week. So, and we talked a little bit with him about life, the universe, and everything, all things Disney. And it's always a pleasure, Dean, to have you on. So congratulations.
Yes.
And good to see you. Texas Takes, welcome in. And Heather.
Great to see you.
Also at Disney, just recently. If you have not checked out Texas Takes, guys, there are so many great channels in our chat. But Ed and Heather, Texas Takes, fellow Texans, so they're near and dear to our hearts. But thanks so much, guys, for being here, and check out their live streams. Y'all live stream quite a bit. And we appreciate those long live streams.
Yeah.
Because sometimes a live streamer, because y'all live stream on some days when other people weren't live streaming.
Yeah.
And so it's nice sometimes to say, oh, somebody's live streaming. Good. And then you just hate for it to end. So we appreciate you guys for hanging in there a little bit longer, probably than you intended to, on some of those live streams.
Yeah.
We were really enjoying those.
Welcome in, Jonathan. We have a Hulk in the chat. Tina, great to see you. Just walked in the door. Hello, fellow ghosts and ghouls.
Yeah.
Great to see you. Let's see. Russ says there's 232 days until Christmas. Thank you for that, Russ. We both got a good chuckle about that.
That's information
before the stream started.
That's always information we need. And I know Tina is counting down the days.
Yeah, let's see. She's less than a week out now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I meant to Christmas too.
Oh, to Christmas. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant to trip.
Right.
Yeah. It's like Christmas.
But yeah, it absolutely is. And then, we're really hoping to do the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party again together.
Yep.
This year. Joseph, hey, good to see you. Thanks for popping in.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we really appreciate y'all being here, and congrats to Dane. If you have not, just again, there are so many great channels, you know, in our chat. So many of these fine folks have channels. Check them out. We just got loads of talent and lots of Disney content if you enjoy Disney. So,
Yeah.
but we're together this week.
Yeah.
William.
It's been fun to hang out for a few days. Yeah.
It has. You know, being together and spending some time with the grands.
Welcome in, Joseph. Great to see you. 541 days till Disney. Sweet.
Hey.
Very exciting. Always great to have a countdown. Thanks for being here,
Yes.
Joseph. And also, So Cargo says, I heard this is where the cool kids hang. So, thank you for that.
Thanks. I need to get back with Cargo too on a design that we talked about earlier that I have to get the wheels turning on if she's talking about that fabric. But it was some that had country bears on it. So
cool. You want me to get into this day?
Please
do you want to talk about May the 4th first?
May the 4th, guys, let's talk about that for just a second. How did you guys celebrate May the 4th? May the 4th and Revenge of the 5th have really gotten to be
they picked up steam.
Great holidays.
Yeah, it's funny. I was looking at my Facebook memories, and I celebrated May the 4th before May the 4th was cool. I had some posts that went back quite a ways, and anyway, so it was neat to see. You know, I could. There was a few years back where my work, you know, somebody dressed up like Darth Vader, and I'd take a picture with him, and so it makes for fun memories. Yeah. One of these days we're going to make it to the parks for, you know, one of the parks to be there. You know, Galaxy's Edge for May the 4th. Be really cool.
Okay, Cargo says she still has that Frontierland fabric that I looked at. It had country bears on it specifically. So what? Just match something to it. Just match. This is what you do for a living.
Yeah.
Cargo, you match something to it, and I'll love it. So I'll get back with you on that though for sure. And Dan said he made blue milk.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very
I really we had a group at Hollywood Studios in Galaxy's Edge. Had several of our YouTuber friends, of course, live streaming for it. The crowds were nuts. You know, it really has. You know, again, it has picked up steam.
Cargo says my husband at AKA Mr. Cargo is almost as furry as Chewy, if that counts for anything. Ooh,
okay, you probably won the chat.
That's funny.
It does count. It counts. It absolutely does. Oh, you probably win the chat, Cargo, for tonight. That's hilarious.
That is funny.
Oh my goodness.
I'll try to go to Hollywood Studios. Couldn't get a reservation. That's a bummer.
Oh yeah, those. Hey Molly. Hey, good to see you.
Hey, welcome in.
Yeah, that you have to get those early. I have when I was there, you know, for my birthday, Russ, which is a life day. I got that reservation really early. You have to, as early as you can, you have to get those, of course, you know, those days like that. And it's just getting more popular and more popular. Yeah. So good to see you.
Mike was keeping the hashtag Will Needs Disney AP, keeping the charge moving ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all are sweet. Y'all are so sweet.
Yeah, thanks, y'all. But yeah, so I don't know that we did anything necessarily big for May the 4th proper necessarily. We did go see on the 5th. We did go see episode 1 in theaters at the local Cinemark, and really enjoyed that. That was my first, you know, on-screen Star Wars movie to see in movie theaters, and so it was really cool to be able to see that again. You know, there are just certain things that, you know, people decide they don't like it, and then people just dump on it, and then that people just think, oh, well, that's terrible, you know. And I feel like over time, people have softened a bit on the prequels.
I think so.
And I think the Disney trilogy had a bit to do with that, in that, you know, they're like, oh, in comparison, the prequels look great. And
that's
so,
I'll have to.
And who knows? I mean, we could fast forward another 5 or 10 years and people look more fondly on the Disney trilogy. But anyway, I
don't know.
Episode 1 holds up. You know, the CGI, I mean, it's 1999. Give them a break.
It was though. It's not horrible.
No, it's much better than people give it credit for. You know, and I saw a really neat letter where Ron Howard defended young Jake Lloyd. So Anakin, you know, young Anakin Skywalker from episode 1.
Yeah.
He, you know, went to bat for him. I think it was Newsweek had posted some sort of basically equivalent of a slam piece on his performance, which is terrible. He's 9 years old. Yeah. He's 9 years old.
Not even 10 years old yet.
Yeah. And so, you know, anyway.
Ron Howard read them the riot act over, you know, you know, and Ron Howard was a child actor. So he, you know, he's coming from with Andy Griffith, he's coming from a perfect position to do that. Yeah. And he really let him have it in the nicest way possible. Yeah. So he really did. He had a lot of problems, you know, as a child. He was really, you know, it's very difficult for a child to be thrust into that kind of limelight for an adult, let alone a child. So,
exactly.
But it was fantastic. Phantom Menace.
Enjoyed it thoroughly. You know, I mean, if nothing else, you got Duel of the Fates. And also double-sided lightsabers as well. I mean, it's hard to top. You know, Darth Maul was so cool. And I talked to Mom about this. We had a discussion about this. But Darth Maul was so cool. And people liked the character so much. I mean, you just don't get much about him, you know, in the movie, really. I mean, he's not in it very much. He doesn't have a ton of lines.
But if you watch the Clone Wars, they give such background.
Yeah, they had so much lore and
amazing character,
so much more depth to that character than we got in Phantom Menace. You know, by leaps and bounds. Big shout out to both Ray Park and Sam Witwer. You know, for bringing the character to life in different ways and in different formats of media. But Russ said, did you see the Lego Star Wars trailer with Darth Jar Jar? Yes, I did see that. So they've officially leaned into that. We get Darth Jar Jar in a.
I didn't see that.
There's a trailer for a new Lego Star Wars show on Disney Plus.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't see that.
And so, yes, we're in the same room. Welcome in, Nick. Maul was great in episode 1 because he was so mysterious. And Mom and I talked about it. He's such a cool looking character.
He is.
Let's see. I'm here. I'm here now. Will can tell me how awesome the others are playing. I tagged you, Pete, in a really cool Scudder Henderson, I believe. On the Orioles had for Star Wars Day had I guess the custom bat made. And one side looked like a red lightsaber and had some, Sith characters on it. And the other side was a blue lightsaber with some, Jedi characters on it. Looked really, really cool.
Yeah.
And so anyway, but yeah, Russ is onto something there. Maul was a great Sith in episode 1 because he was so mysterious. Yeah. Sometimes it's better to know less about a character than more because you could it leaves more to the imagination, I guess. But anyway, we talked about really this. It was the same way with Boba Fett. People thought he looked really cool. They give him this really goofy death scene in Return of the Jedi, and then he was so well liked that they just bring him back to life, and we get a whole book of Boba Fett and Mandalorian culture and the Mandalorian show, and so
I'm hoping Han's not really dead. Nobody's.
I think Harrison Ford wants him to be dead.
I know.
So, unfortunately,
that's problematic.
Anyway, let's see here. Oh yeah, I saw that. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was super cool. I had to tag you in it. You're the first person that came to mind there. But anyway, yeah, Boba Fett, Darth Maul, both characters so well liked. And that I wanted to bring it back.
Honestly, I think that and for you guys who have, we'll move on. Yeah. We'll move on here in just a second, but you guys know how much we love Star Wars. I will have to say, Darth Maul's backstory in the Clone Wars and Rebels is ridiculously good.
Mm-hmm.
The backstory that they give him, y'all, and the continuation of his, you get a continuation. He and Ahsoka tear into it. They tie up a lot and it's just good stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, it
really
is.
good stuff.
Absolutely
The other
is.
comment that I wanted to make is the scene there where Darth Maul actually kills
Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon Jinn
Mm-hmm.
is one of the best duels in Star Wars.
Oh, it's great.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
It's totally one of the best duels.
So much to the point where,
Yeah.
the showrunners of the Acolyte said they're trying to outdo that duel in that
Good
show.
luck.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
anyway.
It's one of the best ones.
Yeah.
And then, not to give too much away, though I'm sure, everybody's seen it. It's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And listen, if you want to see how they brought Darth Maul back after Obi-Wan Kenobi literally slices him in half and he falls down the shaft, which also a lot of Star Wars characters do. They have a thing with shafts and hides.
Yeah. Only Palpatine ended up not being dead after
that's true.
being lifted and tossed over the, down the, chute. So yeah.
Shoots a ladder.
Yeah.
But it is. Go watch the Clone Wars. You will just you can thank me later. You can thank me later. The Hitchhiking Bones at gmail.com. Send me that thank you because you will. It's really good. It's a great story. Moving right along, guys. We also I was just wanted to mention too that William had sent me a piece. It was a tweet or something that Katie Sackhoff, who plays Bo-Katan, you guys know her as Bo-Katan, actually visited patients at Children's Hospital in Los Angeles in full costume as Bo-Katan on May the 4th, which I thought was just fantastic.
Yeah, love that.
If you guys don't
the best use of celebrity, honestly.
Yes.
The best possible use of celebrity.
Absolutely. If you guys don't follow Katie Sackhoff, by the way, on Twitter, on Instagram, go follow her because she's a good follow. Anyway, really enjoyed it, guys. Revenge of the Fifth. William and I got to go see Phantom Menace again in the theater. So just a great, a really great celebration.
People streamed from Galaxy's Edge, Diz Our Dream, or TV One.
Yeah. So go watch.
Resort TV One.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and run through this day in Disney history real quick. 1950, the first engine officially runs on the Carrollwood Pacific Railroad, Walt Disney's backyard train at his Carrollwood Drive home in Holmby Hills, California. Hey, welcome in, Kay. So the 2,615 feet of track includes a 46-long trestle and a 90-foot-long tunnel under his wife Lillian's flower bed. Is
that cool?
Walt controls the track from a special barn that acts as the central headquarters for the railroad's operations. The Backyard Railroad will be credited with becoming part of Walt's inspiration for the creation of Disneyland, and the actual barn will later be moved to Griffith Park. Learn much more at the Carrollwood Pacific Historical Society's site. 2009. Hasbro's Easy Bake 2009 Baker of the Year contest takes place.
Y'all remember the Easy Bake Oven?
Easy Bake Oven.
Love it. Mexican Sonic, welcome in.
Hey, welcome in.
Your name in the chat. Welcome in. Thanks for popping in.
I think we saw Mexican Pikachu. I wonder if Mexican Pikachu turned into Mexican Sonic. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, welcome in. Sonic, the Mexican Sonic, the Hedgehog there. Yes, so the Easy Bake 2009 Baker of the Year contest takes place at the Disney Grand Floridian Resort and Spa in Florida. 7 young finalists from across America, the U.S., create their tasty treats for a panel of judges and Chef Goofy. Carolyn Ralston, a 12-year-old from Ohio, takes home first prize for her Queen of Hearts strawberry tart. How about that? I have a Mexican Pikachu. Okay, there you go. All right, let's see here. 2011, a black carpet premiere for Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides takes place at Disneyland. In attendance are such stars from the film as Johnny Depp, Penelope Cruz, Kevin McNally, and Keith Richards. Among the celebrities attending are American Idol winner David Cook, actress Terry Hatcher, and Disney Channel star Ashley Tisdale. The film will generally open in U.S. theaters May 20th. And on this day in Disney history, 2016, Shanghai Disneyland Park begins its soft openings. The new park, located in Pudong, Shanghai, China, will officially open June 16th. So really neat there.
Wow. Yeah, pretty good stuff there. We love to share Disney history with you guys.
Yeah.
So, anyway, guys, let's move on and just talk about now. It was kind of a limited announcement, but Disney is actually a little bit late this year getting out. They're halfway to Halloween. They usually do it actually on halfway to Halloween, so they were about a week late. I guess,
just a little bit late.
Doing that.
Yeah, Jillian said she had been expecting announcements, or was expecting announcements last Tuesday.
Yes, yes, and they delayed it a little bit. But they did finally get it out, and they announced. Now, I haven't announced like treats and things like. They'll have tons of pictures, and we'll go through all of those every year because that's kind of a show that I really look forward to is going through all those treats because they're so clever, and the shapes and things that they come up with. But they did announce Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party will begin on August the 9th, select nights, and run through October 31st. So there are dates, guys. I'll do a slideshow and share some of this with you next week, I promise. But select nights, you can go on, Disney.com and check those out. But tickets are going to go on sale for guests of Walt Disney World Resort hotels on May the 8th.
Tomorrow.
Yes. So they get a little bit of a jump. On their.
And Jillian has to actually go and buy some tickets for people.
Yeah.
So she'll be on the phone tomorrow with Disney trying to get those.
Trying to get them. So that is tomorrow. And then they go on sale to our guests on the 15th. So ticket prices, guys, increased. I know you're shocked. Increased. Okay, last year they started at $109 per person. This year they start at $119, so they have inched it up $10, and then the high end of the ticket price range is still $199. So, I will have to say, at $119, I would not pay $199 to do the party.
No.
I just would not. Now,
I wouldn't either.
Now it's just remember the surge pricing, guys. So on your more popular nights, probably like the night before Halloween, the week leading up to Halloween.
Yeah.
Those are going to be your more expensive nights.
And probably the first night, if I had to guess.
And the first night.
Yeah.
Sure.
People clamor, to get there.
Yes. To cover that and what have you. So,
but who knows? Just double check the schedule to see which nights, the variable pricing.
Yeah, they will have that. And if you're planning a trip, y'all, and you're going to be there like a week to 10 days, go and view that week to see what might be the cheaper night.
Yeah.
Because during the particular week that you're going to be there, don't just pick a night. Go look to see if you can go like on a Tuesday versus a Friday and save, a good bit of money.
Yep.
And if you're taking a family, that can add up.
Big
time.
Oh, for sure. Mike says it's still cheaper than an after hours party where you only get 3 hours. That's fair.
That's fair. That's true. That's true.
Let's see. Yeah, Russ says I know I'll be driving on the nights in August through October. That's a great time to pick up people who have rideshare or need rideshare.
Yeah, you can really do a lot of business on those nights for sure. But anyway, it's exciting to get that to get that information. And this year's event now, as they usually. Boo to You, can't wait to see Boo to You. They generally change it up just a little bit every year. The Boo to You parade is always fantastic. This year's event, they have specifically mentioned more villain sightings, which is always really cool. The Descent Dance Party, new outfits for Mickey and Minnie. Looking forward to seeing those. Tiana's Bio Venture will be open.
I think they released a picture of the outfits
Okay.
for Mickey and Minnie. They're
Okay,
cute.
so,
Like you'd expect.
And then Disney has also released previews of some of the event merchandise, just that's just for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and then their regular Halloween merch. So we really we really didn't get quite as much. I guess
Didn't seem like it.
I was, normally there's just a ton,
Yeah.
and they even have the treats and everything.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just kind of spacing it out a little bit and saving that.
Yeah.
Saving that.
Yeah.
Let's see, and done the after hours. Do others feel it is not worth it?
Let us know if you've done it after hours. So Jillian and I did the Christmas equivalent, of an after hours back then. Interesting. They retracted the Tiana's.
Are you sure, Russ?
That's interesting.
Wow.
I've seen both, that they put it out there and then they changed their mind, and so
I have to.
I wasn't sure where it landed, honestly.
Yeah, I have. I just saw. I just saw that you have a question, Mexican Sonic.
Yeah, let us know, Sonic. Tiana's Bayou Adventure is not guaranteed. They removed it from the list later yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Yeah, if it's an appropriate question, go ahead and post in the chat. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Pam. It's supposed to be summer 2024 opening. Surely. I get that, summer technically extends into September, but let's be real here.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's be real. They've been testing it. The scaffolding has come down. They've been doing pretty much nightly testing. I'd like to be an Imagineer just to ride the ride over and over again, and for test purposes.
Right.
But anyway, who knows? We'll have to wait and see. We still haven't heard anything in terms of a date.
No.
And we're still, I haven't got necessarily an updated timeline for the Bears reopening either. So I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess.
Yeah. We haven't heard anything about the Bears yet and what they're going to be doing now. If I understand, all of the animatronics will have to be updated, which is probably going to take a little while.
I would imagine, unless they already had some of that work done, which you would hope, but you can't assume anything these days. So,
exactly. Exactly.
So anyway, let's see. What is it? Sonic had asked, "Did you hear Mickey and Minnie Mouse? They actually have both games." Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, DS, PS2, 3DS. Yeah, there are a few games. There are a few Disney related games. I was a big fan of Kingdom Hearts growing up.
I guess you play.
And then I think there's been Epic Mickey 2. There's Disneyland Adventures, which is a really neat game that I've played a little bit of. Let's see. Trying to think what else. Yeah, there have been various games that I've played over time. They're Disney related.
There's some good ones out there.
Russ says the ride isn't finished. They're still installing characters and landscaping. Rumors Memorial Day weekend. All right, well, we shall see.
Okay, Russ.
We shall see.
Memorial Day weekend. Well, that's of course a little later than what is Memorial Day this year?
Hold up. I can pull it up though.
It's gonna be. Let's look it up and see when it is. It could be, but yeah, they and I don't have to say. Okay, and something else that we're going to talk about are the
Stars are up 3-0. Sorry.
Yay. Go
Squirrel.
Stars. Go Stars. Because of the two lands.
May 27th.
It's when?
May 27th.
It's Labor Day weekend?
Oh, Memorial. Yes, Memorial Day weekend.
You said Memorial.
Yes, Russ says in 3 weeks. Yes.
That is Memorial Day weekend.
May
okay,
23rd.
I thought it would be later than that.
Yep.
I thought it was going to be later than that. Russ, I figured it would open sometime in June. But that would be good timing since we will be there for that. Wow. Okay, so we're going to be looking for that D23 Gold member preview. and also maybe annual pass holder preview.
The Hurricanes and Rangers are in overtime, tied at 3.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry, random hockey updates.
Okay, so Pam says she plays Dream Mountain.
Hey, Dream Mountain Valley is a lot of fun. It's been a little bit since I played, but it's a great game. It's basically like a crossover between, like, I guess really not really a crossover. It's like Disney Animal Crossing, basically. It's what I would refer to it as. You got things you can do. You build houses for characters and stuff, and you can hang out with the characters and go fish with them, and like mine for things and dig stuff up. And there's all sorts of neat things you can do in that game. If I ever got into live streaming video games, which I've intended to for a very long time now, it'd probably be one of the games that I live streamed playing, because it's really neat. I think people like to watch it.
I would probably enjoy watching.
Mm-hmm.
And Ed says, guess it depends on how busy the parks are during your visit. Racing experience is no longer a downtime.
Mm-hmm.
And it used to be predictable, and it used to be predictable.
Yeah.
You knew when the good times. The fall used to be a good time to go. And yeah, it's really tough to predict. There are slower days. I mean, I've been in, in over the past year when it was really slow in the parks, but it's not predictable.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Let's see. Last year they didn't make any announcements about treats until halfway during the halfway to Halloween. Only the treats they were bringing in for halfway to Halloween to celebrate it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Let's see.
So we'll look for that later.
Russ says, I'm guessing more around July the 4th for official opening. Okay. Tiana said, I already told you Tiana's Bayou Adventure will open for AP and cast members preview on the May 22nd through 26th, and then official opening will be the next day because that's when Tina's leaving.
Okay, so Tina, there you go. You and Chuck just need to stay at least until we get there, for sure. We announced last week, guys, that we're taking a family trip. We're gonna take. William and Jillian are going, Jeff and me, and the Grands. So we're really looking forward to it. Okay, and Dane. Okay, Dane's back, and Dane is back with snacks. That's good.
There you go. Did you bring something to share?
Yeah. It's like in school, Dane. If you didn't bring it up to share with everybody, you get it taken up. Okay, so
again, tickets for Mickey's Not So Scary will go on sale for resort guests tomorrow. Mm-hmm. They go on sale for all the other people the following Wednesday, May 15th.
And guys, if you are interested in going, my daughter-in-law, William's wife, is a Mickey Travels travel agent, a diamond level travel agent, and her contact information is in the description of this video. So if you're interested, in going and you need some help with tickets or planning a whole trip, by all means, contact Jillian. She'd be happy to help you navigate that. And it can get a little complicated these days. So, yeah.
Let's see here. Tokyo Disney Resort has shared a full look at the Snuggly Duckling, the Tangled-themed restaurant in Rapunzel's Forest at Fantasy Springs, which opens this summer. Also, there are many other videos that I've seen dropped showing previews of the Frozen ride, the Tangled ride, the Peter Pan ride, and the animatronics are next level. I dropped it off the side there. Animatronics are next level. They're incredible. There's some really neat effects that they're able to pull off. So it's I'm hoping that the animatronics and some of the things that they have in store for Tiana's Bayou Adventure really wow us. I understand that it's a rethemed ride, but I'm hoping that they really wow us with some of these animatronics.
I hope so. I really do.
And some of these things that we see them doing in the overseas parks. Speaking of the overseas parks, here's the back of the D23 magazine for spring 2024. featuring the World of Frozen at Hong Kong Disneyland.
Yeah, so there's that, and it's absolutely gorgeous. This is just really amazing. And on the front, Shanghai Disneyland and Zootopia Land.
Yep.
So these two and the insides are, the inside they have more detailed pictures. It's just amazing. So, we're watching, so many people. This has really been hitting Twitter hard, guys. The fact that they are spending so much money in the overseas parks, not just rides.
Yeah.
Lands. Y'all. Lands.
Which Iger keeps talking about how much money they have to, with intentions, we plan on expanding. Well, let's see if they put their money where their mouth is. And frankly, they need to do a better job of maintenance on what we already got.
They do.
So anyway, I saw a post in one of the many groups that I'm in related to Disney and Disney parks on Facebook, where a woman, 17-year-old, rattled off a whole laundry list of stuff that doesn't work currently in the Indiana Jones ride, because he's a super fan of that ride. He can tell you the Imagineers that work on it. Yeah. And so he rattled off a whole list of stuff that isn't working. And it was really neat because there was a cast member that actually commented on it and said, "Hey, I'm like a third shift, person that works this ride." She was like, "I'm going to pass this on to let the powers that be basically let them know that, hey, there are people that realize, whenever things aren't working like they're supposed to." So anyway, keyword with Iger is we could spend $17 billion on Disney parks. Right. The other thing too is the overseas parks. You always got to keep in mind when it relates to, the Chinese parks, specifically that the Oriental Land Company owns, part ownership of the parks as well. So basically, if they can cough up the cash and say, "Hey, Imagineering, we want this," Imagineering can go and make it
make it happen. Yeah. So Disney.
So we can see what they're capable of.
So
I want to see them, put forth the same effort over here.
Yeah. And we are due.
Yeah.
We are long overdue for that kind of thing. And I think especially because of
Japan
that,
too.
And D23, again with D23 magazine, they really push that, and they're pushing those those openings with Fantasy Springs even too. So all of these these new lands, amazing stuff, guys, using the newest and most updated animatronics technology and special effects and all of those things that wow us are happening at the overseas parks. Hey, Lemon Sheezer, welcome in, Richard. Good to see you. But so Tim, and here we're going, could they go ahead and open Tiana's Bayou Adventure? It's kind of sad, y'all. I hate to say it, but because of that, for a number of reasons, I'm hoping that Tiana's Bayou Adventure is going to be a home run.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like out of the park, won't ever land. It just has to be. It has to be. Or I feel like Disney's really going to take a beating on it.
Yeah.
So at any rate, I think it would be great if they do cast previews and things of that nature while we're there.
That would be really cool.
Amazing.
So Zootopia, Mom held up the D23 magazine there. Yeah. Zootopia opened at Shanghai Disneyland on December 20th, and the World of Frozen opened at Hong Kong Disneyland on November 20th. So Fantasy Springs is coming up. Hey, welcome in WDW Explorer.
They mentioned Fantasy Springs in this episode.
I'd imagine it'll probably be in the next one.
In this edition, probably so.
Fantasy Springs.
I'm thinking so, maybe.
Opening. I think it's in June, I want to say.
Yeah.
June 6th is when Fantasy Springs will open up.
Yeah. But this is, whole new world.
At Tokyo Disney Sea.
Whole new world. Whole new worlds, guys. Yeah. And that they are. So, D23 magazines, y'all are so pretty. They're just really well done, and the artwork and everything is always amazing. But at any rate, that's kind of what's coming up. I will try to do a good slideshow next week with some of this information, and we'll revisit this a little bit so you can get a better look at some of these pictures. So,
is this updated or is that last week?
That the DAS Pass thing, guys, we have not really talked about that yet.
Yeah. Not very much. We've just kind of briefly touched on it.
We have. So I guess we kind of want to run through that a little bit. William, some of the DAS Pass, the Disney Access Service, guys, is being changed. Y'all know that is being changed. I'm sure you heard about it. Our dear friends, Lisa, Keith, and Joey, captains of our team Replay, were actually on Pete McDevitt tonight talking about this and probably going into some detail. So be sure and go over to Pete McDevitt's show for that if you want some good details. I'm sure Lisa and Keith are keeping up with that. Joey uses that. Mike Wheeler, of course, in our chat uses it. So they made some big changes to that.
Yeah, it impacts some of our folks in our community.
Well, and Disney said that they had to take a look at it because since the whole blip, the number of people who have signed up for the Disability Access Service in the parks has tripled.
I thought it was 5 times more.
Well, now I read tripled.
Yeah, I thought it was 5 times more.
It's like
pre-pandemic.
And guys, we kind of predicted this when they did lightning lanes. People were looking for
with Genie Plus,
not to pay for Genie Plus. They were just looking for a way not to pay for Genie Plus. But here's the thing: people do this without thinking about people who actually really, really do need to use that service. It's very selfish.
Mike says 3 times.
Okay, that's kind of what I was. What I thought I remembered, Mike. But thank you for clarifying that. You got to think about what you're doing.
Yeah.
You are infringing on a system for people who wouldn't be able really to enjoy the parks otherwise, and it's very selfish. I mean, if you're using the DAS Pass system and you don't have a reason for
legitimate reason,
shame on you.
Yeah,
shame on you. The DAS, let me read you just a little bit. We'll just kind of touch on this a little bit, guys. This whole thing is causing a pretty good stir. The updated service will launch May 20th at Walt Disney World and June 18th at Disneyland. This service is designed to accommodate guests with a, quote, developmental disability like autism or similar. But they cannot ask due to privacy laws. They cannot ask for medical records when you request this service.
Oh, that's what it was. It was DAS has tripled over the last 5 years. I got it backwards.
Tripled over the past 5 years.
Yeah, there you go.
So they are doing something now. Now this is one thing that I feel like needed to be done for sure. The party size attached to a DAS can be 4 total. It's restricted to immediate family members, which includes spouses, parents, and children. If there are more minors, Disney will accommodate more than 4 in a party. But I have seen parties of 13 or 14 or 20 or 30, walk up with one person with a disability access pass, and they pass everybody up in the line. So that definitely needed to be done.
Yeah.
Walt Disney World recommends pre-planning. So there will be, more online setup that you do before you get to the park. Instead of just going straight to guest services. Mike and I have gone into the parks together before, and of course Russ, but we've gone in, before. And let's see. And And so, we just always generally go to guest services for Mike to add me to his pass. Pete did bring up a good point. There were probably people that needed DAS, but with free fast pass, they figured they didn't need to use the service.
And he says, but now with it being paid, they figured they'd use the DAS. Not saying there's it's all, but there could possibly be a handful. Oh yeah, absolutely. There's no question.
Yeah.
And then Richard asked my question on the DAS Pass, thoughts on implementing and using the system Universal uses. It's harder to get into. I honestly, I don't know enough about it, the program at Universal to speak on the matter.
Yeah, it is. And I have read a little bit about that. And we talked a little bit. I've talked a little bit, I touched on it with Mike. Yes, Universal system is a tighter screening process. They've had to crack down on this. I'm sure. Oh, hey, Alex, welcome in. I'm sure that all of the parks have dealt with this in some form or fashion. I'd really be curious as to what, what SeaWorld, Universal Studios, what their Busch Gardens even, what their numbers are. And I'm sure theirs have gone up just like Disney since the blip. But I think it used to be 9 in a party. Well, it was more than that.
And Mike said it's 6, Tina. I don't know if that's the current number or what's what. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But I have seen
a bunch.
I have seen a bunch.
Yeah.
Y'all. I have seen a bunch of folks on one DAS Pass. I sure have. And Mike says one reason I don't go to Universal
that's
anymore,
fair.
not submitting my medical records to a company I have no clue about, or
You say yes or no,
and then not allowing it. Now that's tough, Mike. The third party, I think they use a third party so that you don't have some random cast member just looking at your
he says because even though if you submit your stuff and you get approved through the third party company, Universal can still say no. Yeah,
that's true.
That would be absurd.
That's true.
Think you're approved, show up at the gate, and them deny you.
I have read that. I have read that, and I don't know, Mike, how stringent they are, on it, but they may really have had, to crack down because of people abusing the system. And I will say this, guys, for people who will abuse a system like that is meant for people like Joey, for people like Mike, who have legitimate reasons and cannot enjoy the parks without it. That is just ridiculoly selfish.
Oh, it is.
And shame on you if you are doing that. It's just not good.
I've heard, and I don't get these, and so but I've heard of people, saying that, oh, I get migraines, and that's I just that's their excuse to get the DAS. Let me be perfectly clear. Being blind and getting migraines are not the same thing, and if you get migraines chronically, I'm sorry, my heart goes out to you. But for people who are completely healthy outside of getting the occasional migraine, it's not going to kill you to stand in line. So anyway, and I think there are cases like that where people have, minor hangups,
I'm sure.
not, I mean, there are people that have, digestive issues and stuff like that. Things that may not be visible at first look at a person. There are people who have legitimate,
reasons for not being able to stand in a line.
Tina says migraines will make it so you can't go on the ride. I know this because I get them. Yeah, there you go. Again, I don't want to be insensitive, but I mean, there are people who, come up with, basically I got a hangnail,
Right. Yes.
Can I get the DAS?
Right. Exactly.
So anyway, you hate to see people abuse the system. And frankly, it's like Mom said, we kind of called this back whenever they went from, free fast passes to paid service. And so, yeah, Mikey says, I get migraines all the time due to the eye strain, even though I can't see anything. My eyes still want to focus on stuff. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Right?
that is
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
You know, I get, you know, I don't want to be insensitive. My heart goes out to you. But there are people who have more legitimate need, you know, and
Yes.
just because you may randomly have a, you know, random health condition that may just hit you on a random day or random time, you know, the odds of it hitting you in line or, you know, or, you know, using that as an excuse to cut the line.
It's just
is
selfish.
Yeah.
Self-serving.
Yeah.
And totally, you know, disrespectful, you know, to people who actually do need it. So, so until the official launch, I'm reading from you know, from Disney's site here. DAS is valid for up to 30 days. After that, it will be valid for the length of the ticket or up to 120 days, which is longer than it has before.
Interesting.
The party size attached to a DAS can be only 4 total, as we said. Walt Disney World again recommends pre-planning virtually. There's more of that than there was just, you know, going to. Now, Mikey, is it your understanding that you're still going to be able to just go to guest services?
Yeah.
First, y'all guys. A Disney World spokesperson said Disney is dedicated to providing a great experience for all guests, including those with disabilities, which is why we're so committed to delivering a wide range of innovative support services aimed at helping our guests with disabilities have a wonderful time when visiting our park. To make ride selections from the My Disney experience and the Disneyland app. So that's, you know, that's going to remain probably similar. But yeah, here it is. That DAS has reportedly tripled over the past 5 years.
Yeah.
So they're overrun with people who are abusing the service. It does say that a defined return to queue service for guests who may need to leave the queue to use the restroom will also be available in the coming months. That's good.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
And I will say this, being a parent, this put me in a very frustrating situation, actually. Hey, Michelle, great to see you. Let's see here. Mikey said, which is another reason why blind people wear sunglasses or blackout glasses because of the bright lights. Yeah, thanks for sharing that with us, Mikey. Tina says, I applied for it, though, and I shocked at how easy it was to get approved. Alex says, but in all honesty, how can they prevent anyone and everyone from getting these passes to avoid buying Genie Plus? Well, that's where we're at.
That's what they're trying to do. Yeah, they're trying to figure out how to do it. Alex, how to maybe weed out some of these people who who are just trying to skip the line. Yeah, they're just using any and every excuse. To skip the line. Now, Russ says he has irritable Mikey syndrome.
Can't stand in lines for a long time.
That's funny. I didn't have irritable Mikey syndrome. I had sweet Mikey when he went in with me, Russ. It must be you.
Yeah, there you go.
Must be just you, Russ.
Pam says, yeah, my migraines wouldn't allow me to ride anything. Yeah, there you go.
Michelle, thanks so much for being here.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking scanning here. Hey, Jennifer, welcome in. We had Jennifer on a couple weeks ago. Everybody give a shout out to Jennifer Caruso. Russ says, I'm still waiting to see what actually happens when the new service launches. I'm sure there'll be a lot of issues. It'll be person by person.
Right.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, welcome in, Jennifer. Great to see you.
Now, Russ made a comment, and I'm probably not going to be able to find it, about what SeaWorld did. Let's see. And I think I had it.
Scroll my phone and find it.
Okay. SeaWorld uses a system similar to Disney, where they interview at the counter, but then you have to use a paper to receive return times. You end up walking and waiting longer with poor access. Okay. Okay. That's coming from a former, SeaWorld, worked at SeaWorld for a while. So, yeah, this is a challenge, guys. For this is hey Stacy, welcome in.
Sorry, I'm scrolling the chat here. Let's see.
Yeah. So anyway, this is again, this is really causing a stir.
Yep.
Guys, and I'm maybe they can weed out some of these folks.
Yeah.
You know, I this is a hard needle to thread for Disney and for these parks. And I understand, you know, Mike has a legitimate point there, you know, as far as SeaWorld is concerned. But at the
Universal.
Universal, rather. But I don't, you know, it's like, what do they do?
Yeah.
You know, because of privacy issues, they can't, you know, ask you to provide your, you know, your medical history, which is probably why Universal decided to use, you know, the third party company to review that. They're probably licensed, or, you know, who knows how that works, but you know, it's tough. It's tough. You know, they almost have to have some way to know, you know, if you, you know, you walk up and, you know, I mean, because here's the thing. So many times, you know, like with Mike, when we're in the parks together, obviously Mikey's blind. He has his cane, he has his glasses. You know, he's hanging onto my arm or to Russ's arm. But some people's issues are not visible. And it's I mean, it's tough. It's you know, I kind of sympathize with Disney on this to try and figure out, because they're trying to provide they really are trying to provide the best experience that they can for all of their guests. And it's a shame that they have to throw people like Joey and Mikey into turmoil because of people who are just taking advantage of the system. It's unforgivable. It really is.
Mikey says, I think where Disney failed in this announcement is not giving more details, because he's seen forums that people are canceling their trips because of the uncertainty if they're going to get approved or not when they need it. Russ says the way they weed it out is just let everyone wait in the same line, then provide handicap access for those who need it, similar to Rider Swap. Oh, let's see here. Alex says, well, I'm glad I'm not the cast member answering that phone when it launches.
Oh, boy, Alex, you've been in that situation before, haven't you?
Mikey says, yes, SeaWorld system is the way Disney's old system used to be before it went mobile.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Let's see. Welcome in, Stacy. Great to see you. Richard says, problem is it's not only Disney, it's the many other parks that have the problem too. What does Disney have to base upon the new DAS system? And so Cargo's making goofy ears. I like that. Hey, welcome in, Jeanette. Great to see you. Russ says, agreed, Mikey. Disney is wonderful at creating PR nightmares.
Jeanette.
They've become incredibly talented at that in recent years. Unfortunately. Great to see you, Jeanette.
Does anybody have any? We have several people in the chat, guys, who are fairly knowledgeable. I know that Mikey has really looked into this thing and trying to figure it out. He's gotten a little bit of a runaround so far, because honestly, guys, Mike, I think the reason that you can't that you haven't been able to get any straight answers, especially on the phone, is because Disney doesn't know what it's going to do. I don't think they know. Jeanette, it's so good to see you. So good to see you. Goodness gracious. Let's see. Okay, so Stacy says, I feel like they need to combine a fast pass and lightning lane. Give everyone 3 free passes. Then if they
pay for
more after
limited,
that,
I think they make more money.
Well, that's an interesting thought, Stacy. They would actually make more money.
I'm all for suggestions. Let's see. I think some of the issues be resolved if people are approved permanently. I mean, if there's people whose conditions aren't,
are not going away.
I mean, it'd be much less hassle to have to go through it.
That's true. Yeah, because they have to re-up and.
I mean, they get all sorts of they collect all sorts of other information on you.
Yeah.
At Disney.
There's a valid point.
Yeah.
There's a valid point, guys. I mean, they know where we are at any given moment in the park. So, they're collecting plenty of information on us when we're in the parks for sure.
Yeah, there was. Well, never mind. I'm not going to bring that up. I'll talk about it later off stream. But let's see. Yeah, we love you, Michelle. All right. Do we want to do channel news? Do you want to open this pack here? What are we doing here? What do you want to do?
Let's go. Well, if anybody has any questions, submit them, or anything you'd like to share with us, by all means. And if you're watching, on the replay and you've got something that you want to share with us about it, something that you found out or, information that you've been able to dig up, by all means, share it with us, because we'd like to get out, as much, accurate information on this topic as we can, because it has really caused a lot of concern. I know that Lisa and Keith and Joey have just been really, really concerned about this. Yeah. And I was not able to watch Pete McDevitt live with them guesting tonight, but I will definitely
have to be team replay for that.
So okay, do we want to open packs, guys? Want to open packs?
Yeah, we could do that. Mine's on the other side of the table.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get it.
I'll get it. Okay.
I'll get it. Okay. All right.
So once this stream is over, we're gonna play some Lorcana. I have a Rise of the Floodborn deck here with the featuring Gaston and the Evil Queen. It's a Amber and Sapphire starter deck here, and so this is the pack out of that deck. So that's what I'll be using after the we'll be playing after the stream.
And I went ahead and opened my first starter deck as well. This is Sapphire and Steel. And I love, y'all know Aurora is my favorite princess. And my grandson loved Simba on this. So I opened this starter deck, and this is the pack that came in it.
So first chapter. So we have I'll be opening a Rise of the Floodborn pack. Mom will be opening a first chapter pack. So Brave Little Tailor Mickey is on hers, and Queen of Hearts is on mine. I guess I will open first and see what I get. I've been ahead in the series. I'm not going to gloat, because I know the minute I do, I will pull nothing good for a very long time. So let's see what we get here. All right, first card is Honey Wizard, Winnie the Pooh, which is the playmat art.
Two of those, and I have none.
Yeah,
you already have two of those. I love that card.
Yeah, that's great.
Totally love that card.
So it's really, really cool. But there's the Honey Wizard, Winnie the Pooh. Love that artwork. It's amazing. Next, we have Minnie Mouse zipping around on her little moped there. Trying to get it to focus there. Next card is Hypnotize. We've got Caw from
that's a
Jungle Book.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Action card. Next card, the Knock, Water Spirit from Frozen 2. The water horse from Frozen 2. Pretty artwork on that. Next is Snow White, who's lost in the forest with a young deer. And then Donald Duck, Deep Sea Diver. He's got his scuba gear on. Next card. And first uncommon card is the Card Soldiers. It's a full deck from Alice in Wonderland. Queen of Hearts, Henchman. Got Mouse Armor, item card. Looks like Mickey Mouse suit of armor. A little shield. Carrying a battle axe. This is the first time I've gotten this card. This is Bookworm Belle. Belle, she's sitting down. The pile of books on either side of her. It's the first time I've gotten that card.
I love that one. And a bookworm myself. Totally love that one.
First rare card is the Grand Duke, who's the advisor to the king.
Nice.
Cinderella. Card number 2, another rare, Hiram Flaversham. A great mouse detective.
I love how they've included, more rare characters, I guess.
Last card is a hollow super rare, King Louis Jungle VIP.
Hollow super rare.
Yeah.
That one's going to be hard to beat.
So, yeah, hollow super rare. You can see the foil there on it. But yeah, that's great. First time I've gotten this card as well.
Gabriel's birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Gabe.
Hey, happy birthday, Gabe.
Happy birthday, Gabe. Oh my goodness. Our Gabe is growing up.
Wow.
Golly.
That's amazing.
That is a happy birthday. And we don't have our, neither one of us has a.
Yeah, I don't have the train, the whistle with us.
Oh, your power just went out,
No.
Michelle. Oh my goodness.
No.
Oh my goodness. Let's see.
Scroll back up here.
So Disneyland. Okay, Mikey says breaking news. Disneyland Forward theme park expansion has been approved in a final vote by the Anaheim City Council.
I mean, did we think it wasn't going to go through?
Right.
I mean, really?
Right.
I'm sure Anaheim enjoys the tourist money.
I do.
So
they're cheering Disney on whatever you guys want to do. Just go ahead and do that.
Okay. Let's see here. I was trying to see. Yeah. Stacey says, of course we want to see you open stuff. So, all right. So we got 2 rares and a hollow super rare. Let's see what you got.
That's going to be hard to do. Okay, you guys, send me some good vibes here.
Yeah.
You guys, send me some good vibes with this pack. This came in my my starter deck. Okay. So, all right. So here we go.
Oh, it's a bit early. His is on the 19th. Okay. Well, thanks for the heads up. So we got time.
Yeah.
We got time
We do.
to remind us closer to the 19th so we can blow the train whistle for him.
Okay. So here we go.
Gabe's birthday is a day after Mikey's. There you go.
Okay. So here we go. It's hard to see from the side.
He's got a sword.
He's got a sword. Yeah, I've got that one. I've got that one.
Abu wielding a sword. We got Pumbaa.
Okay.
This card is Jafar, Wicked Sorcerer.
Come on. Let's pull our first enchanted tonight. William was kind enough to bring me some heavy-duty card sleeves.
Mm-hmm. Be nice to put them to use.
So it'd be nice to put that one to use tonight.
We got the Duke of Wesselton, or Weaseltown.
Yeah, Weaseltown. I have that one. I have that one. You guys can see that one.
Maleficent.
That's a neat card. Like the color of that card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Aladdin.
Another common, Aladdin. I think I may have that one too as well. Okay.
Another uncommon, Anna.
Uncommon there.
Heir to Arendelle.
No, I do not have that one yet.
It's pretty. Got some snow.
Do not have that one.
Snowy trees behind her.
Okay, another uncommon, Jasper.
Common Crook.
Common Crook, uncommon card. Another uncommon, Chief Tui. I do not have this one yet.
Cool.
That's a neat one. Voiced by
Tamora Morrison. AKA Boba. AKA all the other clones.
Okay, and a super rare Lalo.
Very nice.
Or is that
No,
a
it's
rare?
a regular.
That's a rare.
Regular rare.
That's a rare.
That's a really, really neat
A
card.
Lilo rare. That is cute. It's cute.
Holding a Scrump there.
Look how cute she is. Oh, Scrump. I never can remember her little doll's
doll.
name. Oh.
What'd you get? Oh, you got your first legendary. All right.
Okay, guys.
Take
Oh, guys, I got my first legendary.
There you go.
This is my first pull.
Very nice.
Woohoo! Oh gosh.
Very nice.
Yeah. This is my very first legendary.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I'm excited. I was due. Take off. That's really neat.
Mhm.
Okay. And then reflection. And that last one
Uncommon
is
cold
an
foil.
uncommon foil reflection. Okay, I think the legendary
Mhm.
put me over the top this week.
I think so too. Yeah,
So
I think so. It's the
Yeah.
higher rarity overall. So yeah, that's exciting.
So
Well done.
and then of course the
Puzzle card.
puzzle card.
Yeah. I
Um
didn't even show the puzzle card on mine.
yeah,
Here's
I do have.
the scuba diver or mini.
Yeah. And see, do you know that I haven't
card.
opened a single pack of Floodborne?
Really?
I have not
Wow.
opened any Floodborne. And I love the puzzle cards.
Yeah.
So but yeah, the Take-All, the legendary guys.
Good job. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, maybe the tides are turning for you.
The legendary there, yeah. Take-All.
Mhm.
So I'm excited about that. That's really it's a
Yeah.
lot of fun. And again, this came out of a starter deck.
It did.
It came out of a starter deck, guys. So
And you still have a lot of starter decks to open. See, I've opened several now. From playing a few games with Jillian. I've opened all of the. So I have 3 starter decks from the first chapter, 2 starter decks from Rise of the Floodborn, and then 2 starter decks from Into the Inklands. So I've opened all of those except for the 2 from Into the Inklands. So Mom still has several starter decks to open. So maybe she'll get some. Maybe she'll get some starter deck booster pack magic.
and here are the other 2 from the first chapter. These are the other 2 starter decks from the first chapter.
Yep.
And this one is Emerald Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
And you have Cruella and Aladdin there.
Yeah.
And then the other starter deck from the first chapter is Amber and Amethyst, and it is Moana and Mickey. I have not opened those yet. So those are the other 2. There could get 3 starter decks, and I opened 1 today.
Hey, welcome in, Miss Najuma.
Oh,
thanks
hey,
for being here.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, the Mulan. Yeah, the Mulan is really pretty. So, yeah. Was excited to open those starter decks today.
Yeah.
Starter deck. That was my first one to open. And I got, again, I have heard now, guys, and I don't know if Jonathan is in here or what you guys, how many of you have had no, these are starter. No, these are starter. These are starter pack. This is a starter deck.
Yeah,
it's a starter deck, Mike. That I opened, and then the individual, you get an individual pack in each one. But yeah, this is I opened a starter deck.
Yeah,
actually did. Yeah. Yeah. You get the starter decks. With the starter decks, you have
it's a pre-constructed deck with 60 cards in it.
The starter deck is just that. It is for you to be able to purchase this and actually play with it. So you get in the starter deck. What do you read that?
Yeah, you get a starter deck of 60 cards, including 2 foil cards, 11 damage counters, 1 paper play mat, 1 paper tracker token, and game rules. Plus 1 booster pack of 12 randomized cards. So Mom and I just opened the booster pack from each of our respective starter decks.
Yeah.
So really neat. I love that they do that in Lorcana to give you, a little bit of variety, and a bit more incentive to actually buy a starter deck, versus just having those 60 cards in it in all of them. So anyway, I've seen people, whenever the game first came out, when people were just, doing everything they could to try to get the game into their hands, I saw people buying starter decks literally just to open the pack, the booster pack that was in the starter deck. So anyway. But
the Facebook group that I belong to, people have had really nice luck with, with the booster pack that came in the starter deck. Having, like enchanteds and really, really coveted cards.
Russ says, I found that the game is fun, but the rules are very loose, at least the game that he's played. So there are some things that could be up to interpretation, and that's, where, you can use the app there are questions about certain cards and how to interpret what the text says about a certain card's ability.
Ravensburger is trying to clarify on a lot of that right now.
And so they've released rulings about certain cards and things like that. There's a Discord channel that's official Discord channel for this game. There's an app, a mobile app for this game too. So there are places where certain questions get answered. If you have a question about a card, and also too, you can tweet. Tweet or make a post about it and tag them in
somebody
it.
Will
And
answer.
Somebody
will answer for you.
Yeah, or join the different Facebook groups or different social media groups, and people will be able to help you out if you got a question about how a certain ruling or whatever
or how
to
a certain card is played. Even.
Yeah.
But this is the starter deck, and I have already slaved a couple of them. There's the starter deck.
Yeah.
That I got in there, and again, I've already slaved a couple of the foils that I got. But there's a starter deck that came in that pack.
Yep.
And then you get a play mat, and I'm trying to figure out how to film opening one of these guys. We will film this for you. But here's this is the paper play mat that you get. And it is right or left-handed, which I think is really
the object of the game is to get to 20 lore. So you have a tracker on this that goes from 0 to 20. Right. So you have a little tracker token that you move along the path until you get to 20. First one to 20 wins. Yeah.
So this kind of helps you know where to how to position your cards. You get a paper play mat.
Have a good night, Nate. Thanks for being here.
And then you get set of instructions. Instructions there, and then you get the punch out, the little punch out lore counters.
Yep.
So there to keep up with your score.
Yeah.
So that's what comes in a starter deck.
Yep.
You get the actual deck, and then the things that I've showed you, and then one booster pack in there. So yeah. So now I have a deck that I can actually play.
There you go. Yeah, and we'll plan on playing after the stream's over. Let's see here. A little bit of channel news. Jillian's last 2 episodes of What's Brewing with Bones were really good, especially if you're planning a Walt Disney World trip or a Disney cruise. She recapped her trip to Walt Disney World a little while ago and shared a lot of information from her travel agent tour of the Disney Wish cruise ship. She also covered all of the Disney deals for staying on property, all kinds of good information. So check those out. We posted a vlog on Life Day at Hollywood Studios from this past November, Mom's birthday. Life Day is a fan-driven event. It's like Wookiee Thanksgiving or Christmas. Happens annually on the premiere of the Star Wars Holiday Special, which happened on November 17th, 1978. Mom really enjoyed being there with her friends.
It was great.
It had a great time.
Like in Russ and gosh, does our dreams.
All the other folks that showed up. Let's see here. We posted shorts recently from Rise of the Resistance. So if you're still trying to dodge Rise of the Resistance spoilers, don't watch our recent shorts.
And those were all leading up to May the 4th and Revenge of the 5th. So.
We're counting down to our Walt Disney World trip, 18 days out. It'll be May 25th to June 4th. We've got a live stream scheduled already for park hopping from Magic Kingdom to Epcot. Keep an eye out for details and ring the bell if you haven't already for any random times we may go live.
Yeah, and some of this is going to be pretty random because we're taking the grandkids this time. Yeah. So my schedule is not going to be probably as as set in concrete as it normally is, but I will.
Jeanette says our trips overlap one day. So awesome.
Oh yay!
We'll have to meet up.
Yay. Oh good.
Big shout out to our channel members, Alex and Charlie Kennett, Mike Wheeler, Tina McNeil, Mike 88 NYC, Texas Takes, Pam's Fam. Thanks to everybody in the chat, those watching live, hanging out with us in the chat. Those that are ghost watching, you got us on in the background. We appreciate you either way. Thanks for being here. Or watching on the replay. We love our team replay. Big shout out to Lisa, Keith, and Joey of It's Joey's World. Love and appreciate them. Thanks to everybody for watching on the team replay. Leave us a comment also if you're part of Team Replay, because we'd love to know who you are. But we appreciate you being here. For sure. Big shout out to Aunt Julie and Aunt Susan, Jillian, Kylie, and other family members. Mandy Adams. Hey, Jerry. Great to see through you tonight, Jerry.
Great. Okay. And Mike said,
you guys look like you can be related. Yeah, a little bit. Hey, Jane in Travel. It's great to see you too. Dropping in on us as we're getting ready to sign off. Thanks for being here.
Jane in Travel's another great channel.
Yeah, hope y'all had a great day.
And Mikey said just more Halloween stuff, but he sent me a
Spirit Halloween.
About Spirit Halloween. They always have Haunted Mansion themed stuff.
Yeah, they do.
I've got several little pieces. I've got even a magnet on my refrigerator that came from Spirit Halloween. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Let's see here. Back to the roll call. Big shout out to Aunt Julie and Aunt Susan, Julie, Kylie, and other family members. Mandy Adams, Katie Mack wishing on stars, Pam's Fam 74, Mike Wheeler, Jonathan Chung, T. McNeil, Dean the Turkey Lexter, What in the World with Russ, Texas Takes, Joseph Dion, So Cargo, Monorail Molly, Pete McDevitt Show. Again, we talked about the DAS Pass changes that are coming.
Yeah.
Check out the Pete McDevitt Show,
and we'll keep you updated, guys, as we figure this out.
It's Joey's World.
Yes, it's definitely I will be on Team Replay for that one. But we will try to keep you updated because there are several people in our community whom this affects, not the least of which, is our Mike Wheeler, who I'm always, love to go into parks with you, Mike, and Russ, and we just really enjoy it. I know that you're very concerned about this, so we'll keep you updated.
But Pete McDevitt Show, Movie Mania Nick, Kay Wilby, Mexican Sonic, Bloomin' Cheese Up, WWW Explore and Chill, Alex Kennett, Michelle's Moments, Jennifer Caruso, Stacy Rogers, Sebastian the Crab, Najuma Brown, Hatbox Ghost, and J&N Travels. Thanks for dropping that link, Jeanette. Appreciate that.
Yeah, Jeanette has dropped the link in the stream, guys, to Pete McDevitt Show, where Pete talked with Lisa, Keith, and Joy about this. And I'm sure that they will have, we'll be able to learn some things, because I know that they have been extremely concerned about it with Joey. Joey could not go into the parks. Guys, Joey has autism, and we all love him dearly, and he could not go into the parks without the disability access service that Disney offers. So
let's see. Also, too, if you want to know more about the liveplace.com, check it out. It's basically a TV guide for listing for family-friendly live streams. Big shout out to Dean for maintaining that site. Check out Dreamers Empire and the Live Place YouTube channels. If you want to know more about Tube Butter, your Stickermule, check out our links in the description below.
Use our links, guys. Use our links, and we
Debbie,
discounts.
Yep. Welcome in, Debbie.
Thanks
for being here.
Good to see. Thanks for popping in. We appreciate it.
But again, let's see. VIP pass holder days already kicked off.
Yeah.
Let's see. In a couple days is the last night of Star Wars Nights, Disneyland After Dark. It's the 9th is the last night for that. And again, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party picks up August 9th and runs through October 31st. So,
and tickets go on sale tomorrow. If you're going to be, already got
if you're staying on property,
already got your reservations made for that. If you haven't and you want to do it, again, contact Jillian. She is Mickey Travel's agent, and her contact information is also in the description of the video. So give her a call. She'd be happy to take a lot of that headache out of it for you.
Yep. We're going to wrap it up here. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us in the chat. Another great week talking about all the Disney things. We go live every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Be sure to join us live or watching the replay. like, subscribe, ring the bell if you haven't already, so you get notifications when we go live. Check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and X, formerly Twitter. If you want to reach out to us, send us a direct message on Instagram or email us at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com. If you got questions, leave us a comment, especially if you're part of Team Replay, or send us a message. No biggie, Jerry. Everybody's got life going on, so we appreciate you, making it here for however much you can make it here for. So really good. Anything else you want to mention, Mom?
I can't think of anything else. Y'all, again, we hope everybody had, happy May Day.
Yep.
And May the 4th, Revenge of the 5th. Really enjoyed, the lightsaber meetups and everything that happened in Hollywood
Studios. It's always fun to see.
It was a lot of fun. I hope to do that at some point. But just tons of fun, guys. And we look forward. We are 16 days from our trip. We will be there. We'll be driving this time because we've got all the kiddos with us. So we're going to do a convoy to Disney World. We'll be leaving here on the 24th, and we'll be there through June the 4th. So
16 or 18? Nope, said 18.
I think it was 16.
Okay.
I think it was 16.
All right, cool.
What does it say?
Oh, that much closer then.
18. I maybe 18.
All right.
Maybe 18. I was, that's what I get for not looking. Just saying. 18 days. So we're getting really close.
Yes, we are.
We're getting really close. So, if you're going to be there, guys, I think Jeanette said she's going to be there. And of course, Jennifer is going to be there. So we hope to see you guys. We're going to have all the grandkids with us. It's going to be tons of fun. We're looking forward to it. So, done.
Yeah, the stream is done. It's a good one.
Done.
Yep. Yeah, Mikey says, make sure to bring your semi truck to pick up all your merch.
Is it that much, Mike?
Buddy.
I'll get it. I promise. You're probably going to start charging me rent for all this stuff that you're holding for me. But you know how much I appreciate it and how much I love you, right?
Priceless. It's priceless.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks so much, guys. Listen, we appreciate you showing up. Yeah. All of you. Just it's so good to see you and laugh with you and just cover some of this and talk about Disney. We always, love to do that. And we'll see you real soon. Yeah.
Stacy says, wait, I thought it was in our contracts as ghost host, so you guys had to stream it at midnight Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we're
trying to pack it in a little bit early for y'all tonight.
We got some Wakanda to play too.
Yeah. Big shout out to our ghost host moderators. We love and appreciate y'all. Thanks for keeping the chat family friendly. Russ says, pick up your merch. You got it in multiple locations.
I do. If y'all weren't so generous to pick up that merch for me, you wouldn't have this problem.
No.
I just have to say.
Mike says this is the second week they've gypped us on ending after midnight. Okay,
so we're unaware that this was a problem. We were thinking we were doing you a favor for us or for Lorcana.
That's funny.
Stay. Oh my goodness, y'all. We love you. We love to talk Disney. It's what brought us all together, and we just enjoy, your friendship and talking with you. Hope to see a lot of you in the park soon. We're getting so excited about our trip. It's gonna be amazing. We're celebrating one of my little granddaughter's 8th birthday party, guys. We have reservations for her to celebrate her birthday party at the Crystal Palace, which is in Magic Kingdom. Yeah. So she's going to have the best birthday ever.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to it. All the cousins are going to be together. We're really looking forward to it. Hatbox Ghost is coming for us. Jerry, we're going to haunt you right back, Jerry.
That's funny.
We're gonna haunt you right back. Oh my goodness, y'all are in rare form tonight. Y'all are in real.
Russ said tomorrow's a good to go day. He might run into Epcot. Mike said, Russ, make sure you don't run into it too hard. It may hurt.
Yeah.
Good one.
Run into Epcot.
No.
A good to go day. See, I'm hoping for some of those. I need to check on those, Russ, to see if they're, if they're going to be any, because they did a lot of the good to go days during VIP pass holder days.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping for some of those while we're there. So so we're gonna live stream Russ, by all means. Send us some pictures, do some shorts for us.
Yep. Let's see.
Competing hauntings.
Debbie says, "I hope to meet you guys one day." Don and Will.
Absolutely,
we'd love
Debbie.
to meet you too.
Absolutely. Yeah. We are. It's just interesting. We already know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Meeting it, when we meet in the parks, it's just kind of a formality.
Mm-hmm.
When Stacy, is one of those. We really would love to see you in the park, Stacy. But Debbie, Okay.
All righty. Anything else? All right. Remember, at the Hitchhiking Bones YouTube channel, there's always room for one more. So please hurry back. Bye, everybody. Have a great night, y'all.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks to our team replay, Lisa, Keith, and Joey. See you next week.
Bye.
And in a couple of weeks from Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
I think so.
Or like 3 weeks. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great week, y'all.